Okay, I want to get to those issues because it did seem like there was a rise in mistakes in calls. But I'm curious, is that just the perception that we have because of the way we consume the game nowadays, or is there actually an increase in mistakes?
Well, I don't think we'll ever know that. I mean, I would know it if I was still the VP because you do chart all that information. So, whether or not there's an increase in the number of mistakes, I really don't know. But what I do know is the types of mistakes that were being made shouldn't be made on this level in the NFL. Then it becomes, and this was a stretch of over 6 or 7 weeks. You had these inadvertent whistles or, stopping the clock or winding the clock when it should have stopped. Those type losing a down. I mean, those should never happen. And so you really, to me, I had to look and say, why are these types of mistakes?
Why are they happening?
And I'll tell you, to me, the officiating department right now and the staff of officials is much like a team. They're in a rebuilding phase. I mean, you have 22 new officials in just 2 years, and that's a fifth of your staff when you're normally looking at, an average time in the league of 15 years as an official. So I do think that they're going through a rebuilding process. Because I'll tell you, the game is so different than college football. I don't care if it's the SEC or the Pac-12. This game is so much faster and so much more complex that it takes time. You're not eligible to work a Super Bowl until you've had 5 full seasons in the league. Why? Because most good officials will tell you it takes that long to get used to the speed of the game. So all of a sudden now you have a fifth of your staff that has so little of experience. It not only, you have these new officials, but you have the veterans that are trying to cover for them and work with them. So I think they're going through a rebuilding process. I think they'll continue to do that because they have a very big group that is in that range that is in the retirement area. And I think that, so they'll have to rebuild a little bit more. But the good news is when you rebuild, you get better.